What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I am Steven M on your screen again, and thanks for stopping in. And no, there is not an Instagram comment section movie coming out, but if there were, I'd imagine that's exactly what it's like, and that's what I made that myself. That's not somebody else. I thought I'd share with yous. Okay, on this episode, it is packed full of conspiratory goodness. Conspiratorious goodness. Just for yous. I don't got time to mess around with a long intro because man-made global warming has taken over Dubai, and I'm gonna go give a hand and help out the best way I know how by throwing mustard all over the Mona Lisa. So, that being said, let's roll the footage.
I assure you, this is not normal water. If these people on this boat saw what exists over in this area, they would not be able to comprehend what they had just seen. And after speaking to people who have sailed over in this region, I now know what exists over here, which I didn't know 8 months ago. Now what you guys might be thinking is this water.
Oh, this guy stays yapping his yapperdoodle about knowing what's on the other side of the ice wall. I mean, come on, bro. Like, do we believe that he knows? He says he talked to some people who've been there. Lots of people. And now he knows. I need more evidence than you should have been there, bro.
This water is just called glass ocean, which is when the water is so calm that
I think he was hitting the glass.
it looks as if it is made out of a type of oil. And technically that is true. That can happen sometimes, but there's also another reason for why the water might be this calm. Now this intel comes from people that I've spoken to who have been beyond the ice wall. They have told me that the farther away you get from civilization and closer to the great beyond, that there are a lot more deep sea gigantic creatures. Here we got the Leviathan's Gate. There are these creatures that guard all of these openings out to the new area. And because they are so massive that the resonant frequency of the animal makes the water so calm and still. And that's why it appears just like that.
I'm not saying the whole flat earth outside the ice wall, all that is totally false, because I have no idea. Do we believe this guy knows what he's talking about? Specifically, does he know? Do we believe that he has talked to people that have informed this random guy on TikTok, hey buddy, saw your TikToks. Let me just tell you, it's all true. That seems far-fetched.
Now, I'm not allowed to say the earth is flat, but I am allowed to say it's round. But would I be lying to you if I told you that the water was curving in a ball? It's really just so interesting when somebody points out certain details to you that you never have thought of. You always just kind of believed in what you were told. But then you really start to think how this ocean is curving in a ball when all you see is flat. And you learn a lot of things about water being flat and level, and even certain details like the term sea level. If it's called sea level, then it's gotta be level. Kind of like how levels work, because there's water in this level, and water always levels perfectly flat. And many will tell you this is what the water's doing on Earth. But that doesn't happen on a round spinning ball. That happens on a flat surface. You see that water? It's a droplet of water. And you learn that all large bodies of water are all contained in some way, shape, or form. And if that still doesn't convince you, how do periscopes work? Periscopes literally prove that you can go way past the Earth's curvature and still measure something straight out in front of you, as long as you bring that into focus with magnification. So this ship right here should be 66.6 feet below your field of vision.
Bro, 666, good night. Yep, it's the mark of the beast, flat earth, or round earth. Let's stay level-headed about this whole thing.
But because you have this periscope zooming in on what you normally couldn't see, you're able to see this ship and expose the entire Earth for being flat.
I don't know if that 666 or 66.6 had anything to do with it, but the water part, the flat or the water being level thing. Eddie Bravo said one thing a long time ago that really made me think about the flat earth in a different perspective. How insane does it sound that there's just this gravity, like if you pour water, it's just gonna run off, but there's just trillions upon trillions, I don't even know the number of gallons of water just on a massive ball, just whipping through space at millions of miles an hour, or millions miles per hour, whatever it is, and it just sticks. It sounds crazy, but I guess it's true. But it does sound crazy when you say it like that.
They are hiding this from you. Did you know that the Great Wall of China is 13,171 miles long? And why has it always been downplayed throughout history? To put that in perspective, from the east to the west coast of America, it is on average 3,000 miles. You have to times that by 4 and add 1,000, and you're still not at that number. It leaves you to wonder, how did they build such a wall, and why?
Mexican landscapers.
Did you even know that China was that big? They started to build the Great Wall of China in 220 BC, before Jesus had even walked the earth. No sane ruler or country would dedicate that many resources and power to build something with no purpose, especially if they knew it would take over 1,000 years to build the finished wall. Who were they defending against that they needed all 13,000 miles to even fathom winning? What or who were they so scared of? The theory is that the wall was built by the Tartarian.
Hold up. Did you just see what was that thing? Hold on. What was...
That they needed all 13,000 miles to fathom winning.
What is that guy? What is this supposed to be? That's like the devil but a goat. Oh, it's a couple of them. Can we get an explanation of that? They're probably trying to guard it from those things. Oh, that's...
What or who were they so scared of? The theory is that the wall was built by the Tartarian Empire. If you look at old maps and photos, you would see that the steep side of the Great Wall and the lookout post is actually facing China. Normally, those sides be used to prevent any invaders from climbing up or to pick off enemies with crossbows. The fact that it faces China implies it was built by someone else, the Tartarians, to keep whatever was in China in, rather than defend what was in China. Follow to learn more.
Is that not mind-blowing? Why did they build something? I didn't realize it was that big. No diddy. But did it, like, what would the purpose be, especially if it was set up to defend, you know, the opposite direction that it's supposed to? How do we not have an explanation on that? Like, somebody probably knows, but we just don't know. Hold up. Listen to this guy's reaction to what happens. Apparently this is like this gun, if you want to call it a gun, like it controls itself, like when an airplane comes over or whatever, and it almost takes down a random plane for no good reason. And listen to this guy's reaction. It's like he's talking to a dog.
Oh no. 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 No! Oh, man.
Because that's the world we're living in. Those people on that plane probably had no idea. They're just, you know, like doing whatever they're doing, going on something, you know, going somewhere. And yeah, you're about to get taken out by some Navy ship. And this guy's just down there like, no, don't murder that whole entire airplane of people. Like... That should be alarming, is what that should be. That should be extremely alarming. I mean, I guess they're supposed to know not to get close to that ship, or I don't know how it works, but that is... I found that pretty mind-blowing, is what. I don't think this is. I have my doubts. Like, do you guys think that's real? Does anybody think that's real out there? I think it's probably AI. And like, there should be something about like a legality to this. Oh, like this, just saying these are leaked photos of Antarctica, and it's cool. I don't know. I'm probably wasting all of our time. I apologize. We're just gonna move on. Unless you think that's real and you know it is, please let me know.
Say the weird thing. People are desperately seeking realness.
It's all part of the plan. The media, Hollywood, politicians, the music industry, it's all a plan. We listen to them. We look up to them. We even respect some of them. But I'll tell you what.
We even respect some of them. Here's the list. Okay, never mind. I'm just kidding. I'm sure we do.
They don't listen to us, and they sure as heck don't respect us. And they cause a gap between us, because you can only choose this side or this side. And if you don't agree with that side, you're against that side, or vice versa. And that's what keeps us separated. And as long as we're separated, we're not a threat. And that's the plan. It's all part of the plan. Shabadoo-booshkis.
Just like that guy said that's trying to get TikTok banned. I know you guys are really concerned about the left and right divide right now, but we got a TikTok problem. The fact that that video and that clip is not going everywhere right now should be a little concerning. People should be laser focused on that guy saying that. The admission in that statement is mind-blowing, and if you've never seen it, go check out a video right on my list. It says something about a TikTok ban, truth about the TikTok ban. It'll blow your mind what this guy says.
What in the tarnations is going on? Remember them ones there? What in tarnations is going on? Well, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Vladimir Putin makes new Tartaria archive public. Oh my days. Oh my diddy.
Oh my oh, it says oh my diddy too.
So now we know what this war's really about. Putin's trying to come out with a Tartarian thing. He's basically saying that Tartaria was one of the biggest empires in history, but yet it's been removed from history books and it should be taught in schools. You know them ones there? Where Russia's land is, that's where Tartaria was. Like, the biggest part of Tartaria was where Russia is. And guess who's trying to talk about it? Putin.
That meant, yeah.
Guess who everybody hates? Putin. What in tarnations is going on?
Hey, I'm not saying nothing. I don't know. Hey. I know Russia does look like it got some crazy ass buildings over there. I threw that in there because obviously it just came out that Vladdy says that Jesus is a black African American. Okay, I'm just kidding. Obviously not American, but a black fella. Which, okay. So did he say all of Tartaria? Like, did he say more than that? That would be the guy. And like, if there's a guy on his deathbed, a guy that ends up on his deathbed is like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell the world the truth. Might be old Pooty. That's something to look forward to, actually. Oh yeah, this one right here. Well, you can't really see it now, but that might be a gun. If you ever seen the movie Get Shorty, which is one of the best movies of all time, in my personal opinion, they're in the airport and the one guy's like, "Look at that guy over there. He's an FBI agent. Look at his leg." And he's sitting there, and you can see a piece sticking out the side, or not a piece, but a bulge on his pant leg. And he's like, "That's his ankle piece right there. Boom, boom." So maybe that's like a gun. Sawed-off shotgun stuffed down the back of his boot, maybe, but or he has the legs of a flamingo. I guess there is that. That's a fake arm, I think, and he pulls it off. Gets ready to bust in case he goes down, I believe. So that's a reptilian. That's a lady with contacts. Okay, that's Aussie. Keep Aussie in mind, actually. They just showed us that. He got burnt in a fire. Leave him alone. Poor guy. Sitting here harassing him. He's injured. Whoa! Alright, maybe he was chewing something and that was crazy. I said keep Aussie in mind. This isn't much of a conspiracy, but listen to this clip of this interview.
I think the President of the United States, it stops there.
No, he's not in control.
No, I don't think he's in control at all. I think there's so many other people behind that.
I think, like, the CEO of Northrop Grumman is in control of America, and fucking Raytheon, and all these giant,
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Those are the companies that have all the government contracts. So
Okay.
the ones that build the airplanes, the weapons, that, run all the, government buildings and all that. Those are the people that are in charge.
And a handful of billionaires.
So the crazy part about that, to me anyways, is you think, or I would think, that these massive celebrities get told some things. They get briefed, and they get it figured out after a while. Well, Ozzy, I mean, at the height of his celebrity, his stardom, he was as big as it gets. Like, he was as big as, I don't know, he might be Taylor Swift big. Like, he was massive in his heyday. So if he doesn't know, it's tough to assume all these celebrities that we think just know everything and are in the Illuminati. Or maybe he does know and he was just putting his kids on the spot, but they didn't seem to know. And being that that's because that was his kids. If you don't know, that was his kids and wife. And what they're sitting around doing right there, having that conversation, I'm not real sure. But if they don't know, then it's tough to think all these big celebrities really do know.
The dark side of Hollywood is finally being exposed, thanks to one of the true kings of comedy, Cat Williams. Before I became wealthy in business, I actually had a somewhat...
And you think he's going to try to sell you something. That's what I thought. And he looks like that kind of guy. But this goes off the rails a little bit.
...successful career in stand-up comedy. I was on the way up.
I have no idea who that guy is.
I was invited to a meeting with some Hollywood executives along with some now famous comedian, and we were offered the chance for a deal at Online Stardom. But the only way to receive the contract was by sucking both of the execs off. I immediately got up and walked to the door. But before I could even exit, the other comedian was sucking both of their simultaneously. That guy's name was Matt Rife.
I think that's total bullshit. If it is even true, which I doubt, you're just going to come out and say something like that with no evidence, no proof, no nothing, and you're this big, successful businessman now. You made it in whatever you said you made it in, and you're just on the internet just talking shit like that. That seems a little unprofessional, Chief, with no proof. And he didn't even wait till you left the room. I feel like he'd have enough control to be like, we can talk a little further here in a second. Wait till Slappy leaves the room. He just had him unzipped right there on the spot. I don't appreciate him doing that. If it's true, hey, wow, that's really something that he did that. But, like, I think he's lying. That's what I think. I'd be lying if I said I didn't kind of believe it. And realistically, I'd probably vote for Jim Carrey. Not Jim Carrey playing the character as, but probably Jim Carrey. I'd be all right with that.
Have you ever heard of Dora the Explorer in reverse? Well, you will not believe this, and you should watch it all the way to the end.
I am watching it. Bro, you're gonna get me copyrighted with this shit.
If you love the devil, then keep scrolling, but if you don't, then subscribe or follow for more.
The video's over. Keeping scrolling is your option, or put your phone down or whatever it may be. I think he's full of shit now just because of the way he just acted like he's, you know, trying to bait me into not, like, whatever. But that's crazy. Was that a bit of a stretch? I feel like it could have been a little bit stretch, but it did sound like it said Hail Satan. Dora the Explorer. Dora the Explorer. You ever hear that Brian Regan bit? They thought that rhymed. Dora the Explorer. Dora the Explorer is turning your children into Satan worshippers. Maybe.
Have you guys ever noticed that most of your entertainers in Hollywood look just alike? Now, I thought it was just a couple of them.
Oh,
doing
quit
this.
it.
There's rumors out there that these people have body doubles. That is when you play multiple characters.
Don't even...
They have the same facial features and all of that. Instead of saying body doubles, I should have said body triples. Sometimes these people play 3-4 other different characters.
Are we calling Charleston White a Hollywood celebrity right now? The NBA YoungBoy went to Michael Jackson. It does look crazy, but who the fuck's the other guy?
Like, this would drive a person crazy. Like, why everybody looks similar? There's some strange things going on over there in Hollywood. I done found so many people, y'all. Like, it's everybody, literally. Even Left Eye, she was aware of this knowledge.
Come on, bro.
Now, some actors' second characters don't always be men. They could choose whatever base character they want. Same thing with the females. Remember Britney? Now, Martin Lawrence showed us all of this in Big Mama's house. He shows you how he can go from that to that. Now, when you playing multiple characters,
makeup, dude.
That's more profit you bringing in. You can be a comedian, a football player, and an actor at the same time. Now, what if these people don't ever pass away or go to jail? They just go behind the curtain and come out a new vessel. It's all a hoax. Hollywood was created based off of an amusement show to entertain the kings and queens. The entertainers will joke about secrets in the royal family, and the audience won't catch on or get the joke. But the kings will be crying, laughing, spitting out food and everything because he know exactly what the entertainers are talking about. So the secret was the entertainers was telling the jokes, but the truth was hidden inside of the joke. Like if somebody tell you a lie, the truth is somewhere in that lie, or they wouldn't even be able to tell you the lie. Hollywood is based off of entertainment. You just have to open up your conscious and third eye to see through the illusions.
The same thing he just said. You know, there's some truth sprinkled in throughout that, but I think he just got a gold medal in the Yapparooney Olympics. That's for sure. That was a bunch of nonsense. I mean, come on.
Did y'all see the video?
See?
Y'all see the video of the guy who shows the eclipse, and then he turns the camera over, and supposedly on the other side of the sky, there's the moon, and it's nowhere close to the sun. It almost got me. But when there's an eclipse, like he was showing, and it was right in the center of the sun, and everything was dark, somehow when he swings the camera over to the other side of the sky, it's just as bright as it is out here right now. Y'all better watch this fucking TikTok, because I guarantee you there's people from the CIA and the FBI or whatever three-letter agency's on here just making bullshit just to see if y'all will fucking hook onto it and run with it.
100%. I believe that totally to be true. So I don't know if you're sitting around believing every single thing you see, which I'm sure none of yous are. We could be sure that they're muddying the waters, because there's a lot of things out there that they probably didn't expect people to start figuring out. Maybe not this fast, I guess, or maybe at all. So of course they're gonna muddy the waters with a bunch of bullshit, which you could probably chalk up to a lot of things. While they're just gonna go ahead and orchestrate the destruction of the entire country, keep us all busy with, you know, being able to eat and things like that.
This is fascinating. Nostradamus, the famous 16th century astrologer renowned for his accurate predictions of future events, such as the death of Queen Elizabeth and the Japan tsunami back in January, has 4 more predictions for 2024.
Here we
and
go.
They are truly chilling. Number 4, a significant change in the Catholic Church, the death of the current Pope, who is already reportedly experiencing various health problems at 86
He's
years
smoking.
of age. Number 3, the Earth faces severe weather problems, a parched Earth thirsting for moisture only to be overwhelmed by torrential downpours, leading to widespread floods. He warns of a future marked by scorching heat waves, rampant wildfires, and prolonged droughts. Number 2, major political drama in the United Kingdom involving King Charles III. He hints at the possibility of Charles being removed from power and mentions a potential war. The prediction raises questions about whether Charles will remain king, or if there might be a surprising turn of events involving Prince Harry taking over. Number 1, Nostradamus predicts that China, which he calls the Red Adversary, will face a frightening situation that also causes concern across the world's oceans.
Okay, here's what happened. China quits hunting whales or starts hunting whales everywhere. One of the two. I think he made a mistake with it being about the UK politics. It's US politics, and at the end of the year, it's gonna go crazy. What was the other one? Oh, the weather. Oh yeah, they're gonna go crazy with the weather. They're already doing it. See what happened in Dubai? They're flooding everywhere because of the cloud seeding. They got out of hand with it, and now the whole place is flooding apparently. So, you know, they're going to do that here and be like, yeah, that's that freaking climate change getting us. Well, yeah, we'll turn the machine off so it quits. And then, oh, yeah, they're going to put a gay pope in just to set everybody ablaze. That's my predictions for those 4 things. You heard it here first. Mark it on your calendars.
There's a new scary Simpsons theory that I see.
What is it?
And you know that the Simpsons predict a lot.
Yeah.
So in the Simpsons, it's a new episode. In 2024, they predicted it. So in season 24, episode 9, Homer Simpson is in a bunker and he's preparing for like a doomsday thing with Marge. And she's like, they're setting up all the rice, all the beans, because they're like, we don't know how long this is going to take place.
Yeah.
And then over Springfield, the solar storm happens. Electricity is gone, Wi-Fi is gone. They have to live in that bunker. The scientists have said recently. And they said that we're going to experience a solar storm, aka internet apocalypse. We don't know where it ends, but you know what I mean? We don't know who decides that, right? But they've been saying that the sun has been getting super active, and they've been...
Hold up. My man's wearing a shirt that says pretty boy. Alright.
finding holes, super big holes in the sun that have been causing...
Pretty boy. You gonna wear a shirt that says... Alright.
These solar storms in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
This is in 2024, man, and it's happening right now.
Damn, so they predict that shit.
We don't know. It hasn't happened yet, but you know how they predict stuff.
No, because, yo, you heard what happened, like, recently? Just 10 of the most known billionaires have bought bunkers.
Pretty boy. Well, that is insane. And check this out.
In 2024, the world's elite are not just planning for the future, they're preparing for survival. Elon Musk's rumored high-tech island retreat and Rihanna's undisclosed island haven are just the tip of the iceberg. Whispers abound about Jeff Bezos developing an underground facility designed for enduring global catastrophes. From private islands to fortified bunkers, the rich and powerful are securing their own safety nets. But as billionaires carve out their sanctuaries, it begs the question, what do they know that we don't? As they prepare for the worst, the rest of us are left to ponder the implications of these secretive escape
It's the implication.
plans. The line between prudence and paranoia blurs in 2024. Are these preparations just wise foresight, or do they hint at something more? Let's uncover the truth behind the elite's plans for surviving potential global calamities.
So maybe Pretty Boy was onto something there. Well, I guess it's the Simpsons being onto something, then Pretty Boy letting us know about the something that they were onto. So by way of Pretty Boy, the Simpsons were onto something. These freaking billionaires, you know, the people that run the world, they probably have an entire underground system throughout the whole world. They probably got it going from weird island to weird island that we don't even know about, and everything in between. And we don't know. We don't know. And then, you know, they can just come up here and cause a damn whatever global catastrophe on all kinds of levels, some wars and some weathers and some homelessness, and just, you know, let the border wide open and blue, and they just get to kick back and be like, see what these idiots do about this one. It's a little rude. At the end of the day, it's just a little rude. Like, they have no manners. They have no manners, and they should have some manners. Oh, okay, this is a little bit long, but I'm telling you, this is going to make your day. Listen to this gem of a human being.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the intense Oval Office meeting. Biden lawmakers press House Speaker as shutdown looms. And I had to put it on pause because
I'll put it on pause. Oh, she says it too. It took me a long time to realize that's paused. Because I'm like, why isn't the fire moving? Is this what's going on? Is this why she's freaking out? It's paused.
I was trying to fix me some lunch, or whatever you call it, brunch. Decided to take a day off because I was stressed out about a lot of things. Resting my mind, didn't see the world news yesterday. And as I just walked by, do you see what I see? What is it?
That's when I thought she meant the fire.
Not her. Him. What is that? And why is it in the Oval Office, sitting there in the middle of a meeting? Not her. Can't wear a skirt? Why not? You don't have to act like a man. Just think like one, I guess.
I guess.
On second thought, think like a woman. Hey, what? Whose bust is that?
It's George Floyd, right?
Don't see a name. Who is that? Wait a minute, let me get up off my couch.
It's definitely
Whose
George
face is
Floyd, right?
that?
Which is absurd. But the fact that she has no idea is even funnier.
Representative of Black History Month? Or what?
I don't think this was in February.
The vote? There's Michael. They say he's a Christian. We'll see. But it caught my eye. Why is that right smack dab in the middle of the meeting?
Pandering.
And you know whose hand that is. Not going there.
Jim Carrey.
Get you a skirt, honey. You can still be a lady and be the vice president. I just want to know whose face that is. Is it this is for educational and entertainment purposes only TikTok? Supposed to be a slave, or who is that? Okay,
what a gem of a human being. How funny was that lady? I mean, I'm guessing it is George Floyd, right? That's who that's supposed to be. And why do they feel the need to have that there? Just let's pander. We're going to make sure we have a statue or a bust or whatever it's called, you know, of George Floyd's head front and center. So everybody knows that's our main priority. Or more of probably of, don't you forget about this thing. You remember this thing, right? Remember this thing, you know. And this is what we care about the most. This one thing here, it's absurd pandering. Absurd pandering. And it's funny that this lady didn't even know who the hell it was. So, I don't know. But that's a good place to go ahead and wrap this puppy up. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. If you never hit the sub button, please get down there and hit that sub button. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit like on that video. And if you did not like the video, just keep it moving, because I just don't want no beef with you. That's all, folks.